Hey there, and welcome to Up Next. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at 8 Marvel characters who are weaker than they appear. There are numerous powerful characters in the Marvel comics and movies, but some of them aren't as strong as they appear. Many of them gain their powers under specific circumstances, and in other aspects, they are very vulnerable. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at some Marvel characters who are weaker than they appear, so you should definitely let us know in the comments below what you thought of today's video because we are generally interested. Number 1. The Hulk. This character is incredibly powerful and capable of titanic strength, but there are some issues with him despite all of this, because he is very susceptible to certain tactics the others might not be. Many times, we see Bruce Banner's alter ego take the driver's seat, which leaves behind Banner's intellect and intelligence. There was one time where we saw Hawkeye beat the Hulk using a special arrow that was designed by Banner himself. With it, Clint was able to put down the Hulk during his transformation in Civil War II. We've also seen the Hulk be thrown into space many different times, which is an easy way to get rid of his threat for a while. If you know what you're doing, it is easy to defeat the Hulk because he isn't exactly the smartest character there is. Number 2. Wolverine. Although this character is known for his amazing ability to heal, even from the most damaging injuries, and he has superhuman endurance as well as an adamantium skeleton, he isn't as strong as he appears. He can be dispatched by many things, including an intense energy beam that could melt away all of his tissue, swords that can cut his skeleton, and drowning. These are all examples of things that could easily get rid of Logan. As well as this, his adamantium skeleton is a weakness to him, because the metal is poisonous to his body. Although his healing factor cancels out the poison, there will be times when he's not able to keep up with it, and his healing factor will deplete, meaning that the poison will eventually take over him. Number 3. Captain America. A lot of people's belief that Captain America is powerful comes from misconception. He did have super strength, but only for a brief amount of time. He got heightened strength from his super soldier serum, but that super strength occurred when poison from Viper reacted with the serum in his body, which then magnified his strength. The true power behind Captain America is his leadership and battlefield experience, though. When going up against some of Marvel's villains, Cap is, most of the time, underpowered. But nearly all of the time, he comes up with a brilliant plan, and this is his main strength. Number 4. Ghost Rider. When it comes to this character, it's hard to map his power against other characters because, in most cases, he is brutal and relentless. However, it isn't always possible for him to come out on top. Sometimes the spirit of Zarathos, which inhabits a rider, is simply taken back by Mephisto, which turns their powers off instantly. During Shadowland, when put up against a possessed Daredevil, the demon inhabiting the hero simply extinguishes the rider. There's also the fact that the Ghost Rider needs to get close enough to another being before he can perform his penance stare as well. Number 5. Thor. This character is powerful because he is the god of thunder after all. However, he does fall short of his potential. Following Original Sin, Thor was found to be unworthy and lost his hammer for a long time. During this time, he lost an arm to the elf Malekith, became imprisoned on a strange world, and was also incarcerated by Hydra. Although he can do things without his hammer, with it, he's a lot stronger. All you have to do is take Mjolnir away from him and his powers deplete significantly. This means that consistency from the God of Thunder is something that we will never see, meaning he is weaker than he seems. Number 6. Doctor Strange. When we saw Stephen Strange as the Sorcerer Supreme, he was pretty powerful. He always had a spell up his sleeve for anything or a magical artifact that could help him. Since then, though, Marvel has scaled back his abilities a lot. The Doctor Strange that we know today works a little differently because there's always a price for the magic that he performs. This means that he needs to think before he does something because there is a lot that he has to deal with from his actions. During Damnation, Strange was trying to restore the destroyed city of Las Vegas, but the cost of this brought Mephisto and almost his entire realm of hell to Earth. Number 7. Iron Man. Tony Stark is one of the smartest inventors there is, and this means that all of his suits are well designed. You would think that if he was given enough tools and time to prepare, he could defeat any Marvel character. But this isn't always the case. He has been hurt by a lot of people, including Captain America, even though he prepared himself. His preparations sometimes fail him, as we saw in Avengers vs. X-Men, when his suit used to stop the Phoenix ended up dispersing into 5 hosts. As well as this, there have been times where his enemies have repurposed his own tech and used it against him. Number 8. Captain Marvel. This character has enhanced human Kree powers that do make her pretty strong. She can throw a good punch for sure, but she isn't as strong as you'd think. We once saw the Dark Avengers defeat her by overloading her powers with a vast amount of energy, which of course isn't a good thing. She's also been on the receiving end of many thumpings from X-Men's Rogue as well, and her powers have been shown to have detrimental effects on her body. A lot of what she does affects her brain quite a lot, which in the long run may see her become pretty weak. But that's all for today though. What'd you think of today's video? Let us know in the comments below. But with that being said, this is the end of the video, so I'll see you in the next one.